Hi everyone, day 3, and today I'm struggling actually with a lot of feelings, and it's really interesting to observe, you know, the usual antics where if it's not kind of happy and joyful feelings, we judge them. I judge them. Of course, I want to feel happy and joyful, but when I start actually questioning that, the wanting to just be joyful, I realize that it's more of a habit than the truth, because we operate from a range. So the more I limit my sadness or my grieving or whatever it is that is difficult. In fact, if you look underneath that first urge of like, I don't want to feel that, when I allow myself to go beyond the stories and into what it actually feels like, what I see is that it just feels like discomfort. It feels very unpleasant. It could even hurt sometimes. But if I don't indulge the story of why I'm feeling this way, or trying to blame someone for my feelings, or even myself very often because of some mistake that I think I made, then once again, if I remove the story, if I just sit with the discomfort, then it's not quite as intolerable as it usually is. And so what I started today with is, when we try to limit or change the discomfort, the uncomfortable feelings, the discomfort, we're also limiting the comfortable and the beautiful and the exciting feelings. Because it's kind of a range, right? It's the range of that can tolerate, the range that our nervous system can tolerate. And the more we limit one end, the more we put a cap on the other extreme as well. So the only thing to do when we experience our feelings is to allow them. And it's much harder to do than to say, because if we allow them, then we deal with the way it feels in the body, and we usually deal with all the stories that come around it. And it's the projection into the story, or blaming, or blaming others or blaming ourselves, and all the story that we create around that, which actually keeps us in that, on the surface, instead of allowing the feelings to go through, to move through us, because they do leave in the end. And the more we resist them, the more we kind of keep them blocked and perpetuate their feeling stuck in our body, and they come back every time we're triggered by a similar situation. Anyway, so today I've been feeling all kinds of uncomfortable feelings. And it's interesting to experience that from this very aware point of view now. And it's just a case of reminding that I don't need to attach why I'm feeling this way to any particular story, nor do I need to explain it. That it has nothing to do with my mind. It's mostly, actually just allowing the energy, which is emotions. It's energy in motion. So it's really just allowing the energy to move through without attaching any story about ourselves or other people to it. So that's what I wanted to share today. It's not fun when it feels like this. Yeah, I can say I'm enjoying it, but it is somehow easier to tolerate and easier to bear when I don't indulge the crazy stories and then start spinning the whole situation out of a place where I can sustain it and kind of be with it. Because as soon as we go into the story, then we leave the present moment, and then we're not even here for what's actually happening. All right, let me know if this is helpful. This is me today. Bye, everyone.